This is the GIS Evening Report for Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, NIS accepting unemployment benefit claims for eligible registered employees affected by Hurricane Beryl, and Samaritan's Purse Field Hospital fully functional in Carriacou. We'll have the details of these stories and more when we return.
Our web portal, my.nisgrenada.org. But anybody who is having issues, because we know right now everybody doesn't have a telephone connection, internet connection, etc. So we're asking persons, whatever way you can communicate with us to get information, to get assistance, please do so. So we have some contact numbers, our landline 440-3309. We also have WhatsApp. So we have 458-6060 or 456-4144. You can send us a message or get somebody to send a message on your behalf so that you can get whatever assistance that you require. And of course, our offices in St. George, our main office, and our sub-office in Grenville is up and running. Carriacou, as you know, is still down, but we are here at our main office and our other sub-office and via WhatsApp and social media also to provide support.
Ms. Douglas speaks to the percentage of contributions that will be paid to the eligible members.
The unemployment benefit is paid at a rate of 50% of one's insurable earnings or salary. So whatever you are contributing as a self-employed person, you will receive 50% of that amount, and also as an employee. Now, the benefit will be paid up to a period of 3 months.
Affected individuals who require assistance with submitting claims or need to make an inquiry can contact the NIS on telephone number 440-3309. The government of Grenada is issuing an urgent call to individuals both locally and internationally who are willing to volunteer their time and skills to assist in the relief efforts following the devastating impact of Hurricane Beryl on Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite-Martinique. The government says the support of all is crucial to help the nation recover and rebuild in the aftermath of the disaster. It adds that the local volunteers' familiarity with the local terrain and community will be a significant asset in the relief operations, and also welcomed the support of international volunteers who contribute to the relief efforts. The Samaritan's Purse Field Hospital is now up and functional in Carriacou after 5 days of intense work by the team led by Medical Director Bruce Nestle. The team consists of 30 medical staff, most of whom are volunteering their time to the cause. Dr. Nestle says it's important to have the hospital functioning since the main medical facility was severely damaged during the passage of Hurricane Beryl.
Transportation of our hospital has been a challenge, but we're happy that we've started seeing patients yesterday, and that's been going really well. Some of the things that we're seeing right now is issues related to diabetes. There's insulin issues that we're trying and able to meet. We're also seeing some wounds that were probably occurred during the hurricane itself that maybe weren't treated properly, so we're dealing with some infection and things like that. So and just other injuries and general health concerns, heart and general health issues that you might expect or you might normally go to your general doctor for.
The hospital is equipped to treat those who sustained injuries during and after the passage of Beryl, as well as patients with diabetes and heart disease and other medical conditions.
We also are we have 2 patient wards. The hospital here, as you know, was badly damaged, and so we are able to provide overnight inpatient services for both males and females. We have 10 beds each in those wards, so we're providing 24-hour service for patients that they might need. Until they have a place to keep patients overnight, we'll be here to serve as long as they need us. And when they tell us it's time to go home, or when we sense that we're really no longer needed, we'll take our chance to go home.
Samaritan's Purse is a non-denominational evangelical Christian organization providing humanitarian services for the past 54 years to meet the needs of people who are victims of war, poverty, disease, and natural disasters worldwide. We take a break. Stay with us. We'll have more.
Violence is never the answer. Let's talk it out. We need a safe space for our children to grow up, so let us respect each other. You see this little light of mine? I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna keep it burning, for the children is looking on. So let's take advantage of the gun amnesty in full effect until July 30th. Remember, the answer is love. A message from the Ministry of National Security. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna keep it burning.
The gun amnesty remains in effect until July 30th. A message from the Ministry of National Security.
Welcome back. Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, Honorable Lennox Andrews, is reassuring farmers that government, with support from regional and international partners, will help them back on their feet as it pushes ahead with its food security agenda. Based on preliminary information, the agriculture sector took the hardest blow from the hurricane, with over 80% of farms and farmers affected. Minister Andrews also encourages farmers to not lose hope despite the challenges in the wake of Hurricane Beryl.
I want to stress the need for them to remain calm and to be at ease. I've been experienced in the business of farming. They are aware that from time to time, on an annual basis, we are likely to be impacted negatively by severe weather conditions. So I know it's something that our farmers are not unfamiliar with, and in fact have developed the ability to cope with it over the years. We, from the ministry point of view, or from the ministry end, we are in fact very much on board with what our farmers have been through with the passage of the last hurricane. We are working now towards providing the necessary support to them. The support will take two different forms. There will first be the relief measures and the relief actions that we are going to take to remove some of the immediate pressures on you. And then there will be those measures that are geared towards the rebuilding of the industry itself. So the relief measures have to do with the clearing of the fallen trees so that you can have easy access to your farms, so that you can gather and collect whatever useful products that you have. That is ongoing. And so I am asking the farmers to continue to remain strong. Help is on its way. It's coming in a big way, but we want it to be organized, and we want it to be planned, and we want it to be such that it is geared towards improving on what we have been doing in the past.
Minister Andrews also appealed to farmers to adopt climate-smart resilience strategies in their agricultural engagement, as this would be the best approach in safeguarding their livelihood. The Minister of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources earlier this year partnered with a number of value chain stakeholders in conducting a series of training in climate-smart resilience practices. This, Minister Andrews reiterated, is key to the long-term sustainability of the sector.
I think right now, where technology is and where the world is, we know how to farm to protect ourselves from hurricanes. We call that climate smart agriculture. And going forward, as part of our rebuilding, we want to introduce, as far as possible, the techniques and the technology involved in climate smart agriculture, so as to protect our farmers and to protect our farms from the vagaries of the uncertainties of the weather as experienced over the last few weeks. And therefore, I'm asking all of our farmers to be alert. As I say, you have to hold on still because we are coming, and we want to come good, and we want to come better than what we were doing before. Okay? So that's my word of encouragement to you all farmers.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports says it empathizes with all who have been affected as a result of the passage of Hurricane Beryl, especially the people of the northern parishes of mainland Grenada and the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. The ministry has taken the decision to reschedule its planned activities until further notice to focus on assisting with the recovery process. It says new dates will be given for re-registering the new Imani program, continued registration for Empower 4.0, executive workshops, Camp Flame, the summer program, and Primary Schools Cricket Festival. However, preparation of athletes for the upcoming Windward Islands Games, scheduled for July 28th to August 4th in St. Vincent, will continue as planned. We take a break. More news when we return. For the education sector, she explains that the donation was a collaborative effort.
We really started with our students on our campus. So really and truly, it's all the students and teachers in my district at my elementary school. And I also got some RLA directors from my district to get involved with that endeavor. It was something that's near and dear to me. It's a vision that I always had. And I had to find a way to get more people on board with me, and therefore my students at my school were the ones who really took that endeavor and ran with it, and also with the support of the Dallas Grenadian community. I mean, everybody were on board. It's not my thing, it's everybody, all the contributors. Those are the ones who really are the heroes. Teachers in Grenada will be so happy, the students will be so ecstatic to know that they will be getting supplies from pencils to a lot of just resources, teacher resources, you name it, whatever you can think of on a teacher supplies list or student supplies list, even donation for just overall donations that we've gathered as well. That doesn't have to do with supplies, but the majority of supplies would have been school supplies.
Ms. Thomas emphasizes that this is just the first of many collaborations aimed at supporting schools in Grenada.
People have expressed that this is something that they would love to continue because it goes to a good cause. These are materials that our kids in Grenada needs, and this would really enhance their learning in the classroom, because we really want a better Grenada and we want all our rural communities. St. Andrews is really near and dear to my heart, and that's where I went to school, elementary school, high school. That's the reason why I wanted to use St. Andrews as a pilot for this.
One of her daughters expressed pride in her mother and her intention to carry on her legacy.
This project just shows how selfless she is, and she just impresses me day by day. Being able to keep it together and manage 6 kids is just impressive to me each day, and she managed to pull together this project to help out her country. We love Grenada so much, and I'm so glad I got the opportunity to see her do this for her country and give back. And it's so inspiring to me, and I definitely want to continue her legacy.
The donations will be distributed on Friday. And finally, GTA Chairman Randall Dolland says the Grenada Tourism Authority will shelve plans to host the Carriacou Carnival Cool Down, a tourism product enhancement campaign initiative that was recently launched. The campaign was scheduled to commence August 14th to 18th, 2024, and was expected to bring significant economic benefits to Grenada and Carriacou.
Well, the impact is significant, of course, to the sister islands, right? With this GTA, this board, we wanted to place special emphasis on Carriacou and Petite Martinique. So we were putting a sculpture park up there, which will bring more attractions there, and more visitors ultimately. And then we were looking at a carnival cool down, right? Right after Carnival, we're encouraging people to go to Carriacou and Petit Martinique, relax, after Carnival, and get back into the zone before you go back to work, essentially, right? But now, of course, that is all on hold in terms of just Carriacou and Petit Martinique. However, we still want to promote Carnival Cool Down, Carriacou Carnival Cool Down, as we call it, which again speaks to both Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Because although we can't go this year, when you're leaving here, send aid. Whatever things you want to donate, bring things with you when you're coming in, so you make the donation. Because Carriacou and Petit Martinique will be back, and they will be back bigger and stronger. So we will continue to, have people remind them that these beautiful gems still exist, and they still need our help and resources.
This brings us to the end of the GIS Evening Report for Wednesday, July 10th, 2024. I am Chris and Mitchell, saying thank you for viewing.